What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here. This is Bones, Season 11, Episode 11, The Death in the Defense. It's back with the same old stupid stuff from the first half of the 11th season. I don't get it. It's so frustrating to watch for so many reasons. One, the case itself, once again, completely predictable. You've got a defense attorney who's a public defender, and she takes on these cases of these people who cannot defend themselves. So you're thinking, okay, well, there are a lot of potential, killers there. I could see something going on there. But from the very beginning, I'm thinking, okay, so her death has nothing to do with that at all. Because whatever the main plot lies around, first half of the season, there was an organ donor thing that was illegal. There was this one campaigner who was campaigning for some seriously contested issues. All that stuff, it never has anything to do with the killing. If it actually has a good reason, never has anything to do with the killing. It's always like an affair is going on, or somebody got jealous, or it was an accidental, I pushed him and he fell and hit his head on a rock. But whenever it's about something stupid, like fantasy football, then yeah, somebody's going to kill because of that. And generally this show, for some reason, just started taking that approach. So every time it's like, okay, so we've got a public defender and all of her clients are unable to represent themselves, and there are a lot of people with, sketchy histories, and somebody hacked into her computer and put some spyware on there. That's another potential No, in the end, it's going to turn out to be the other public defender that she was kind of seeing at just a little bit. And from the very beginning, I knew, because he was the first guy they went to talk to. I'm just like, it's him. Just based on how the show normally goes, it's going to be him. And he talked about how they kind of had somewhat of a relationship, but not really. I'm just like, no, it's him. He did it. So by the end of the episode, whenever I find out he did it, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not smart. The show is just dumb. That's the problem. And then on top of that, the stuff with Hodgins just pisses me the hell off. I mean, my God, it's like all of the normal decisions that people make and everything logic based. For some reason, in a show where the main character is all about logic, none of the other characters care about logic. They're like, oh, so the doctor said to take it slow, but yeah, you can come work. And then as soon as, halfway through the episode, Cam finally grows a pair and says, no, you're off the case, you're done. I'm thinking, okay, so the only reason that they're doing it halfway into the episode and not at the very end of the episode is because by the end of the episode, they're going to come back and say, we were wrong, even though they were not wrong. And they do that, exactly. And I'm just sitting here, I'm going to kill you! Sorry. I mean, it's frustrating. The man is paralyzed from the waist down. His doctor said, hey, take it easy. If this were an episode of House and Hodgins was doing this, he would be looked at as the idiot. There would be one doctor that cares about people and what they care about who would be like, no, we got to give him a chance. And by the end of the episode, that doctor would be eating their words and be like, you know what, House was right. Because House would be like, dude, you're an idiot. Why can't you just see that what you're doing is moronic and stupid? I mean, he would lay into him because he shouldn't be doing this. He shouldn't be doing any of this. He should go home and rest. I mean, last night, I twisted my knee. And it's not even paralysis. It just really hurts. It's probably a strain. But it really hurts to walk on it. I'm trying not to walk on it because I don't want it to get worse. I don't want it to hurt. I'm trying not to move on it. This is paralysis, and he's sitting there trying to do all of this stuff. He's trying to go back to work despite his doctor saying he shouldn't. He's trying to do all of these. And by the end of the episode, even Angela's like, yeah, you're right. The way he convinced her was just so stupid. He's sitting there talking to her, and he's like, what's the stuff that you love about me? And she starts naming off all this stuff. He's like, without my job, all those things that you love about me would be gone. She's like, wow, that was pretty convincing. I'm like, is that supposed to be sarcastic? Because that didn't sound sarcastic. That sounded like it actually was convincing, and it was not at all. Like, one of the things that they talked about earlier on in the episode is how this job does not define him. And then at the end of the episode, he says, no, this job does define me. She's like, oh, you're right. Wake up, you people. I mean, come on. Am I the only one that cares anymore? Like, this show used to be so good. I used to love Bones. Like, it was so fun. There was a lot of good cases. The characters were interesting. Now it's just like, okay, so we got this formula we're going to put these characters into, and we got a little algorithm on the computer that's just going to spit out some case this week. Doesn't this look similar to some of the other cases? Who cares? Go, do it. I don't get it. I don't understand why they can't see, one, how boring and predictable the cases have become, and two, how stupid these characters are. Like, these writers, do you really think that you're speaking very deeply about this or something? Like, it's one thing to say, I hope Hodgins gets better. I hope that he does gain the use of his legs back. It's another thing entirely to say, okay, ignore what your doctor says and just go do whatever because it's about you. It's not about your doctor. It's not about you getting better. It's about you and what you want. Really? That's not it at all. People who are watching this show right now, if they actually believe this, they're going to get broken bones. They're going to get something. They're going to go out there and just do whatever. My dad is probably one of the worst instances. He had a hip surgery and was told to take it slow. It could have been like 1 week and he's done. It took him about 3 weeks because of how much he tried to move around on it, how much he tried to work on it. Even though his doctor said, hey, you need to take it easy. He didn't put a whole lot of restrictions, but he said, take it easy, don't push yourself. He was pushing himself. And that extended the recovery time by an extra 2 weeks. And I know that doesn't sound bad, like, 1 week and then 3. But think about it in a paralysis. This is so much worse than just a hip surgery. He is paralyzed from the waist down. It could never come back, especially if you're overworking the muscles and causing them to not regenerate at all. And even at the end of the episode, another stupid decision, the doctor calls him, tells him, they aren't regenerating. The tingling you felt was just a, whatever, ghost limb or whatever they call it. He doesn't even tell Angela. He's just like, oh, she said it was great. I'm like, are you serious? Now not only do we have Hodgins working when this doctor said take it slow, but now we've also got the liar reveal storyline going on in the background as Hodgins keeps lying to everybody saying, oh yeah, the doctor says it's going great, should be regenerating fairly soon and all that. And then later on in the season, the doctor's going to talk to Angela and be like, hey, I just wanted to, she's going to see Angela like out and about just coincidentally and be like, so how is Hodgins taking the news? She's like, what news? I thought you said everything was great. No, the limbs aren't, like the cells aren't regenerating. Like he's never going to be. She's like, what? He didn't tell me that. And then they're going to get into a fight, possibly divorce, probably not, just because why would you at this point? Like we're 11 seasons in. Why would you divorce a couple on the show? Anyway. So yeah, just so much that is frustrating about the show, and what makes it all the more frustrating and why I'm more upset than I have been about some other shows that I watch is because of how good this show used to be. The fact that they weren't always this stupid, the fact that the cases weren't always this predictable and boring. They actually had some good cases. It was fun to watch. It was like, okay, what's going to be the twist this week? Is it going to be a straightforward case? Is it going to be one with twists and turns? Now every week it's just, okay, the first guy you meet, most likely him. If it's not him, then it's going to be the last guy you meet. It's never somebody that just somewhere in the middle. It's never, let's follow the clues all the way there. You're just kind of watching as they throw information at you. And then at the end of the episode, say, oh, it's this guy. And that's it. So, I don't know. I'm frustrated. I'm ready to move on and watch Legends of Tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to do. As for you, let me know what you think down in the comments below. if you are somebody who's watched this from the beginning like I am, are you as frustrated as I am? Do you think that maybe there's a possibility they can bring it back? Just let me know your opinions. We can discuss it. Leave a like and subscribe for more bones, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace out.